as you guys know, I lost my dad just about a month ago. Okay? And so these are cherished times when you have your grandparents and you have your mom and dad and you have them here. And so not many times do you have this kind of a captive audience. So I want to read a couple of quotes, and then Grandma, I want you to tell just a quick story of one of the just something you loved to do when you were a little girl, when you were like their age, really fast. And Bruce, you have to do the same thing. Okay? What is a fun game you like to play? My dad, I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. My dad and his brothers loved to build tunnels in the backyard. They would dig tunnels. They would dig super deep. And one night, Grandpa, their dad, came home, and he went out into the garden. It was kind of dark. And he fell in the tunnels. He fell in the tunnels. They used to dig tunnels and make tunnels
Hey, you
in the
remember Tunnel
backyard.
Town that we built on the side of our house?
Yeah, Tunnel Town.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to read these really quick. Just a couple quotes, and then Grandma, if you would do that, and Grandpa. Just something you loved to do when you were little. Because they didn't have phones. They didn't have all these games.
I don't have
Okay.
iPads or anything.
Okay, so listen to this.
They only had rocks and sticks.
Yeah. Never complain about what your parents couldn't give you. It was probably all they had. Okay, let me read that again. Never complain about what your parents couldn't give you. It was probably all they had. Okay? Love your parents. We are so busy growing up, we often forget they are also growing old.
Yes. Say that one again.
Love your parents. We are so busy growing up, we often forget they are also growing old.
And the parents feel that way too. They often forget that.
Yep.
We forget we're getting older.
One last one. Listen to your elder's advice. What's an elder?
Someone really old.
Yeah, someone that's older.
Like me.
Okay?
One really old.
Really old. Even Davis is your elder. Anyone older than you.
Yep. Listen to your elder's advice. Not because they are always right, but because they have more experiences of being wrong.
It's very good.
Okay? So, and this is one last one. Sorry, this is the last one. Do you know that simple phone call can make them happy? It says, parents, they didn't leave you when you were young, so don't leave them when they are old. So,
It doesn't say a text. It says he said a phone call. Is a phone call much different than a text? Does a text tell you how you really feel?
Yeah, if you put an emoji in there, yeah.
I'll go a step further and put a GIF in there.
Especially,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I figure
Epic
if-
fails,
yes,
man.
If each one called once a week, that you'd only have to call once
Jeff
every.
makes up for it.
Yeah, Jeff calls me every morning, so I. think-
Well, Janice speaks up for all of us.
Yeah.
And we figured you've already been on the phone for 2 hours.
okay, Grandma, what's something you loved to do when you were little?
Well, I already mentioned one thing, that I loved playing with dolls, and I always played with two because I always dreamed of twins, which I never thought I'd have. They didn't run in our family. We used to ride bikes. We didn't have a television until I was about 8. And it was just black and white, no remote. You'd have to turn it, and there's like 4 shows, you know. So we didn't spend time in front of the TV. As far as telephones, you know, there's a party line, you couldn't even always pick up your phone. My memories, I just have really happy memories. I have wonderful, wonderful parents, a brother that I deeply loved and adored, and my 2 sisters that, you know, and I had grandparents I enjoyed, and friends.
And you loved to play badminton? Or what sports did you? You loved to play softball.
I played softball, and we had a swing in our backyard, and I'd love to swing, and I'd sing "You Are My Sunshine." I just sing and sing as I was swinging. So that's I just really have a lot of happy memories. I was really, really blessed. My, you know, church memories, my friends in church, and
They didn't have a lot of money. They didn't have very
Oh,
much
no,
money. It was just
not-
happy money.
no.
No money.
Do you have ketchup
They
soup?
were poor.
You like to ketchup
no,
they
packets?
were-
my dad
blessings.
My dad worked
Growing up.
really hard, but they didn't make much, but this one time, when we hadn't had much, we were sitting in the car, he went in the store to get a few groceries, and he was there for a while, and then he came out with nothing. And we found out, he said, well, I found somebody that needed it more than we did. I mean, he was the most generous, Christ-like man. The bishop said, even though he didn't make a lot of money, that he was one of the, he paid more tithing than people that made more money. So I had a really great example of, you know, how you should be, and my mom was wonderful, and I mean, everything, I can't even say enough. But of course, you want when I was this little.
For a teenager or anything,
Do
just
you know that she still has, when she had friends that were as young as you, that she still has friends with today?
Yeah,
She goes down to the
cheesecake factory.
Cheesecake Factory every year and has dinner with them.
Yeah, we've been friends for 73 years. They were, you know, at my 3-year-old birthday party, we're still good friends. So, I mean,
good friends are better than toys.
they are. And
they last longer.
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, I've been blessed with good, I love people, I love friends, I love you kids more than I can ever say. My children, my grandchildren, everybody. I mean, I'm so blessed, I can't even describe it. Can't even describe it. It's just in my heart forever. It really is. Thank you. Thank you all for what you've done and what you've said, and, you know, I just love you all so much. And it's just bright and sad night when you come over unexpectedly or something. Heather and Ron did the other day, you know, when they came up, and, you know, it's just fun to have people there. And especially when football starts. You can watch games together.
Even though BYU stinks now,
Maybe they won't this year. Maybe.
right?
And you have good, true friends. That's an expression of love. When you love something or love someone, that's a really good feeling, isn't it? And that's what Grandma's been saying about all of her friends and her parents and her brother and sister. She loved, they were true friends, and there was a lot of love expressed that way. That's how you can express love, is a true friend.